Reno Cemetery. And like I said, nothing around. Sorry for the wind. I really am investing in a camera, so hopefully another camera, so maybe I can try to fix that problem. But for now, I'm using what I got. And if I got a voiceover, you know I got a voiceover. Can you imagine going down that road with a cadaver? Fort Reno is like, you know, out that way, so you have to go down this lonesome little windy road all the way down to here. Anyways, we're not here for that. We're here for the cemetery, so let's go check it out. You can see there's a lot of them are going to look like this because it is a military cemetery. It is also a prisoner of war cemetery, which you will see, and an infant cemetery. And these are the Clarks. Remember, 5 of them. 1, 2. That's not it. Oh, 3, 4, 5. We found all 5. Now we gotta find the original Clark. This one is crazy, like how first off, descriptive the graves are, like child, infant, there's a civilian right there, like DMD. They're really like descriptive. I guess like that's how they describe the person's use, because you know in the military you're I don't want to say an object, but you know it's for a common goal, not a individual. This one says employee, QMD. But yeah, that's something that's interesting, how many children graves there are, because like I said, that Victorian house, she alone was helping take care of some of these infants and children. This is 1913. These are all old. Oh, sorry. Oh, Ben Clark, we found you. 72 years old. We found you. He's buried under here. Found you, Ben. Try to find the other girl. Employee, 1916. Man. Got an infant, 1926. Oh, February 26th. What is that one? February 6th. So 20 days in between these two. And here is Ben's wife. This is wife of Ben Clark. That Moma, or Mo, I forgot how they pronounce it, but that's her. I'm not even gonna try to butcher it. This is cool. I'm piecing together. I found your kids, I found your wife, I found you, buddy. Be a detective after this. Here's a Reverend. Oh, Robert G. St. Clair. Died July 14th, 1894, aged 52 years and 9 months. Man, they kept up with you. This infant grave's kind of crooked, where the ground, I guess, is settling a little bit, or has settled. I think that's kind of interesting. I'm glad to see no damaged cemeteries, or none of these falling apart. It's kind of a cool little shot here. Look at all these, like little teeth. I'm not for sure, unless this person was very short. I'm not for sure what this is about, because I thought it could have been an infant grave. This person was 30 years old. Unless it was just a cruel joke, like He was a child his whole life. I don't know. Huh. I am curious about this side because there is no dates on any of these graves on this side, and they're all facing a different direction. Like those ones are facing, what would that be, east and west. This ones are facing north and south. It's kind of weird. I wonder which, maybe these ones were built first over here. But yeah, like this one, Henry Wegat. This just says 5th U.S. Cavalry. Like no date. Man, just past this wall is all. I'm telling you, if you're the guy that had to dig these graves, oh, out here on your own. And it probably look way different. August 11th, 1886. So I want to know what some of these numbers mean. Like it says 69 up there, but then it says 5th U.S. Cavalry, 5th U.S. Cavalry 68. Is that like the number of person that died in that cavalry? 61 24th Cavalry, or you don't know, you just weird. Maybe that's a plot number, I don't know, but why would they jump like that? Here you got a unique one, September 27th, 1879. This is another reason why this one, it actually has a footstone to it. A lot of these don't. So I wonder if she was like a soldier's wife or just a really respected lady right here. I don't know. It's interesting to just ponder on, think about it. Got another one from the 5th U.S. Cavalry, 83 at the top. Got Sarah Wilson right here, June 14th, 1880. And then 6 days later, Martha Wilson, 1880. That makes me think, like, were they sick? Was there like a wreck or something? And this one just lasted, 6 days longer? Lots of questions. See, here we have a civilian that has this cage around her. Why? Because the one right in front of her, that's a 2nd artillery, it doesn't have anything. Somebody did leave a quarter, which is cool. We have an infant here that's age 2 days. 1879. It's crazy. 2 days on this earth. And, oh God, I'd have to sit down and think how many years. What does it say? 1879. Give me a second. 143 years old is how old Lily would be. That is crazy. And only 2 days on this earth. We have an interesting infantry one right here. I wonder if he died in war because, it's not, I don't want to say basic. I don't know. Okay, I'll just say basic because that's the one they put on all of them. It's not your basic, military grave. This one was erected by his comrades. He died in 1881. I wonder, he had to mean a lot to him. That's all I could say because this one's different than the rest. Yeah, his footstone is his military headstone. So they added this because he meant a lot to them. Ultimate sacrifice, I'm guessing. There's another interesting one. Chalk Indian Scouts. Very interesting. See, this is heartbreaking. That's also very intriguing because you just want to know more. Here I think we have a case of the military child grave. That's probably the family one right there. Two unknowns. We have an infant that got to live 5 months. Here we have Joseph Shoemate, a Master Sergeant, U.S. Army, August 10th, 1941. We have an interesting one right here. What does this say? Chinaman? Chinaman? I don't know what that says, but it says Weganwa. Weganwa. The amount of unknown graves here too is kind of shocking. Like, what were they, just like people that wandered up? Were they Indians? Like prisoners of war? Man, they should have got a little more descriptive on that, so people wouldn't have to wonder. I wouldn't have to wonder as much. Come on, think for the future. Alright, as we go over these steps, this right here would be where the prisoners of war were buried. I'm pretty sure, from what I remember. This is all the prisoner of wars. You got a second lieutenant, Italian, 1944, 1945, another Italian, 43, Italian, Italian 45. This is crazy. So I wonder if they were broken up by, like, all the Italians were on one side. Oh, okay. Hey, I do remember this. They have dug up some of the bodies, the family, and they have taken the cadavers back to be buried in their native land. I do remember that. So some of these that have that, they have been taken to Italy or Germany or wherever and have, you know, yeah, they're buried there. Giovanni. Okay, we have a German at the end of the Italian line here. So let's check over here. I think this is where it keeps, yeah, Germany. We got a Major German, 1944. Feldwebel German, 1944. Okay, I'm gonna quit trying to pronounce some of that stuff. I think soldiers right there, Soldat. I'm gonna quit trying to pronounce it because I feel like I sound silly. It's very cool to see though. I wonder in the afterlife, do they still see each other as the enemy? Like, you know, like, because there's obviously a divide. You know, I'm guessing bad guy, good guy over there, I don't know. But I wonder if they still see each other that way in the afterlife. Here's an interesting one. I don't know what that cross symbol is. I guess it's the German army or whatever. But look at all that's in German. We don't talk about Bruno. Look at this. Michael Carl, Tech Sergeant, German, January 20th, 1945. He was a tech sergeant. We don't think of technology, I guess. We think of 1945. Well, I would like to thank you all for joining me on this Loose Change episode 16 adventure, Fort Reno Post Cemetery. If you would give a like and subscribe, I would definitely appreciate it. I already appreciate you for watching, and keep tuned for episode 17. Gotta please register here, so you already know. Gotta tell everybody to like my YouTube. Ooh, I gotta see the New Walla, Oklahoma. That's cool. One of my favorite places. That wasn't that long ago. I think I'm gonna use this little gate that probably rarely gets open. Oh, how do I do it? I guess that's why you probably can't use it. Oh, I can use it. And we'll close it. All just not to go out the same gate as everybody else.